Hi, it's Heather from Strings and Threads. Welcome to my channel and thank you for spending time here with me. I enjoy each and every one of you. Thank you for stopping by. And if you're new, please feel free to subscribe and like and share so that we can grow our community. I love the community that we have here. You guys are the best. Thank you for stopping by and spending a little bit of time with me every day. So I've been starting with a question of the day, just kind of for fun and to help get to know each other better. I've been having a lot of fun with it, and I think you guys have been too. And if you don't have an answer for the question, don't feel bad or don't feel like, whatever. It's totally fine. This is only for fun. This isn't like you're not getting graded on it or anything crazy like that. So if you don't like the question, that's fine. Maybe the one that I do tomorrow you'll like. So today's question is, and this can be anything, you can let your imagination run wild with this one. So it's, what would you like to, let me see how it was worded. What do you wish could exist that doesn't yet exist? So what do you wish was a real thing that isn't a real thing yet? And I kind of had a tough time answering that. I'm torn between two. And one of them is a self-cleaning house, because it would be so nice if your laundry just got done by itself, your dishes got done by themselves, your kitchen counters were never dirty, dust never, accumulated on any of your things. I would just save a lot of time. We could do more crocheting stuff if that existed. And the other thing that I was thinking would be really cool would be some type of teleportation, so that you can visit people easier, you could go to work faster, all of those kind of things. So that was kind of where my mindset was with that. But since this is such, a big, broad area, I would be so curious to hear what else people would be thinking of. What you could let your imagination run wild. What would you want to have real? What would you want to have? So I'm taking a little bit of a break from Square Saturday and Square Sunday. I was working from a book, and I'm going to get back to that after the holidays, but I'm right now wanting to spend more focus on special things to do around the holidays. One thing that I definitely would like to do would be at least one Christmas mystery crochet along. And I'm really excited about that. I have an idea for one. I would love to do more than one, but we have to see what is realistic with, my commitments and my time and everything. But there's definitely going to be at least one of those. And I'm hoping for other types of maybe tutorials or something like that to have special Christmas holiday types of things for us during that time. So I have to take a break from some of my other things. I'll still be doing Moody Monday because I want to make those items to donate. That my donation deadline for the school will be in about a month. So I want to keep going with that. And then I'll have a new one after that, a new donation for myself. But if you'd like to join in, check out my Moody Monday videos. I won't get into that now. I will probably still do like from the files Friday, because we can look back at some of those old tutorials that I put up and see if any of them are any good anymore. I feel like I was so terrible when I first started with this. So it's kind of like a joke to me to go back and look at those. It's like, oh no. Not that I'm super good now, but I definitely have improved since when I first started. I was afraid to even get on the camera and talk when I first started. So I'm a little bit more comfortable with that now. And there might be another couple things. Oh, the things I'm making for my co-workers. I've been working from a book, the Potted Plants book, to make presents for my coworkers. So you'll still see that because that still needs to get done. But I spent a good chunk of time yesterday finally writing up the patterns for the band dude that I've been working on. So my son was in marching band. Well, he still is because his football team made the playoffs and they won yesterday's game too. So now we're moving on yet another week for the band season to be extended more. But I thought it would be fun to have patterns to make your own marching band. And so I came up with this guy or girl, you know, guy, girl, whatever, this band person. And he or she, they're going to be different wig options and different instrument options. And then here's the hat. So there, you would have the wig on and then the hat would go over the wig. But right now, the only thing that I have video tutorials on and now written patterns for is the basic band body and the jacket and the hat. That's why that's all I'm showing. I do have notes and everything for all of the instruments and for several different variety of wigs. Now the way this pattern is going to work, my video tutorials, I put some out there that are for everybody. You know, they're just public videos that anybody can watch. And typically those are items that I don't sell the pattern for. I do have a few early on when I was still making the patterns and writing them up. Before I decided to sell them, I ended up making video tutorials of them and I have them public. And I'm not going to take them down. So we'll leave those up, but I do sell the patterns for some of them. And then the other things like some of the hats and stuff that I have, I don't sell the pattern for them. So they are my design. So you can't steal the pattern and go sell the pattern, but I'm just at the moment not selling the pattern. And so I make that video tutorial available for everybody. But this band pattern is very complicated. I'm not saying that it's too hard for people to understand. That's not what I mean by complicated, but what I mean by complicated is there's a lot of detail to it. And so this is going to be a pattern that I'm choosing to sell. And so the patterns that are more complicated that I choose to sell, I do make video tutorials for, but they're marked private and they're only available for my subscribers. And so if you're interested in that, you can subscribe right now and then send me a message and I can put you on that tutorial list where you'll get all of my, I have a list of emails of people who are interested in my video tutorials for my paid for patterns. And whenever a new one comes out, I just do a mass email to everybody. And so you would get each and every one as it comes out. And if you're not interested in it, you can just delete, you're like, I don't like that one. You can just delete it. And it's free for my subscribers. It's a gift for supporting my channel. I wanted to do something special for the people who do take the time to support my channel, watch my videos, subscribe to me, all of those kinds of things that are so helpful to making my channel grow. So, this is one of those. I do have the basic band person with the jacket and the hat. So the first tutorial is just the basic person, and then the second one is the jacket and the hat. Those are already available, and if you are not already on my list, or if you're a new subscriber and you'd like to be on my list, just send me an email, and you'll have to send me the email account that you have associated with YouTube in order to gain access. So I have to send to your email account access to those videos. And once I do, you'll have access to all of my private videos. So that's the way that works. I hope I explained that well enough. If you have any questions, feel free to either comment or send me an email about how that works. YouTube has the rule that if I have a private video and I want to grant access to for other people to see it, they have to use the email that's associated with YouTube. I don't know if that's for them to check for fraud or what. I don't know all of the details with that, but that wasn't my rule. That's just the way YouTube works. So if you give me an email other than the one that you have linked to your YouTube account, you still won't have access to the videos. I found this out the hard way. So I had people who weren't getting access to them, and come to find out that it was because it wasn't the email account that they had associated with YouTube. Anyway, I'm sorry, this is getting long. I'm not trying to make this a long video. Yesterday, I spent a good chunk of time writing up the patterns for the videos. Because this is going to be a longer book, it was kind of backwards. Typically, I publish the books and put the patterns out on Etsy before I do the video tutorial, but this one was backwards because I still have a lot of detail to write about the pattern for this. So I did the video tutorial first, and now the written pattern I have. I'm not ready to sell it yet because I don't have the whole compilation yet. I would like this pattern to be one where you would get it and you'd be able to either make the whole band or be able to cherry pick what you want to make given everything that you have. So what I'm hoping for is, I'm going to show you what I have so far. This is just the first page, and this is my pattern. So you don't have to freak out that I'm showing a pattern, and I'm not showing the whole pattern. This is just the first page. These are kind of how my patterns are set up. And there's more pictures on the other pages as well to kind of help you go with it. But I wanted to ask if there was anybody who was wanting to make this, and I understand if people are busy and don't have time to do it, it's fine, you don't have to do this, but if there was anybody who was wanting to make this anyway, if I could send you a digital copy of the pattern for you to pattern test. Now this would be for my subscribers only. This is not a pattern that I'm just going to willy-nilly give out to everybody, because this is a very detailed, very time-consuming pattern. So this is something that I am going to sell. But if you are my subscriber and you'd like a written copy of the basic person, the jacket, and the hat, because that's all I have available at the moment, and you're willing to test the pattern for me, that just out of the goodness of your heart. If you don't have time, that's perfectly fine. So if you were wanting to do that, feel free to send me a message. You'll have to email me from my email in the description rather than just leaving me a comment, because I would need to know where to send the pattern to. It'll be a digital form of the pattern. So I hope everybody is enjoying their weekend. We're having a beautiful one here, and I will talk to you in the next video. Thank you for stopping by.